So what's up, YouTube? It's your girl Corey B. You already know it is me. And lately I've been on this train, this political train. And I've been on this political train because it's a lot that I have not been taught in school when I was in elementary, middle, or high school. And since we've been on this political plane, I've been on this for about since August. I'll say the end of August. I've been looking over executive orders from Bush, the first Bush, Senior, Junior, John F. Kennedy, Obama, Trump, and our current administration now. It was a young lady that I came across on TikTok, and she was talking about the Constitution. I've heard about the Constitution, but have I actually ever read the Constitution? And the answer is absolutely no. I have not ever read the Constitution. Now, being at the age that I am, I should have been read the Constitution, but I just never thought that it pertained to me. I've never even voted because I felt like it did not pertain to me. And being in this situation as of right now, we're going against two parties. I just was like, let me go ahead and start reading the Constitution. A lot of us that do not know what the Constitution actually is, we just don't know. All right, y'all, I was getting so into this, like I had to go and literally take me a water break, and I had to come back for Section 8. I want to really get through these things because this is stuff that we really do not know as people. I know I don't know it, and it's time to learn the government, and I want to learn it. So they supposedly had taught this in school, but they really didn't. Or I just didn't pay attention because it was boring as shit. But right now, it seemed like it's about something because I'm getting older, and I think that my children need to learn this, and I feel like I need to learn this as well. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and continue on to Section 8 in Article 1. And it reads, the Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises to pay the debt and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties, imposts, and excises shall be uniform throughout the United States, to borrow money on the credit of the United States, to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with Indian tribes, to establish a uniform rule of naturalization and uniform laws on the subject of bankruptcies throughout the United States, to coin money, regulate the value, therefore, and of foreign coin, and fix standard of weight and measurements, to provide for the punishment of counterfeiting the securities and current coin of the United States, to establish post office and post rolls, to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive rights to their respective writings and discoveries, to constitute tribunals inferior to the Supreme Court, to define and punish piracies and felonies committed on the high seas and offense against the law of nations, to declare war, grant letters, or mark and reprisal. What type of words is these? Reprisal. And make rules concerning capture on land and water, to raise and support armies, but no appropriation of money to that use shall be for a longer term than 2 years, to provide and maintain a navy, to make rules for the government and regulation of the land and naval forces, to provide for calling forth a militia to execute the law of the Union, suppress insurrection, and repel invasions, to provide for organization, arming, and disciplining the militia, and for governing such part of them as may be employed in the service of the United States, reserving to the states respectively, and appointment of the officers and the authority of training the militia according to the discipline prescribed by Congress. So basically Section 8 is talking about what their powers are. And this is all of their powers. It's a lot of damn powers. But that's to the corporation. Oh, I wasn't done. I wasn't done. I thought I was done. Whew. To exercise exclusively legislation in all cases whatsoever over the district, not exceeding 10 miles square, meaning Washington, D.C., that is the headquarters of the corporation. As many by session of particular states and the accepted of Congress become the seat of the government of the United States, and to exercise like authority over all places purchased by the consent of legislator of the state in which the same shall be, for the election of fort, magazine, arsenals, dockyards, and other needful buildings, and to make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying into execution the foregoing powers, and all powers vested by the Constitution of the government of the United States, or in any department or office thereof. The Constitution is not for us, it's for the goddamn government. That's what I'm reading. I'm reading that the Constitution is not even for us. No, I read that earlier. That was in the first video. It's not for us. The Constitution is for them. This is their rules that they supposed to go by. Let's see if I can get number 9 in here. Section 9. The migration of importation of such person as any of the states now existing shall think proper to admit shall not be prohibited by the Congress prior to the year 1808. But a tax or duty may be imposed on such importation, not exceeding $10 for each person. The privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended unless, when in case of rebellion or invasion, the public safety may require it. No bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. No capitation or other direct tax shall be laid, unless in preparation of the census and enumeration hereon before directed to be taken. No tax or duty shall be laid on article exported from any state. No preference shall be given by any regulation of commerce or revenue to the ports of one state over those of another. Nor shall vessels bound to or from one state be obligated to enter, clear, or pay duties in another. No money shall be drawn from the treasury, but in consequence of appropriations made by law, and regular statement and account of receipt and expenditures of all public money shall be published from time to time. No title of nobility shall be granted by the United States, and no person holding any office of profit or trust under them shall, without the consent of Congress, except of any present alignment, office, or title of any kind whatever from any king, prince, or foreign state. Section 10 states, no state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant letters of mark and reprisal, coin money, emit bills or of credit, make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts, pass any bill of attainder, ex post facto law, or law impairing the obligation of contracts, or grants any title of nobility. No state shall, without the consent of Congress, lay any impost or duties or imports or exports, except what may be absolutely necessary for executing its inspection laws, and the net produce of all duties and imposts laid by any state on imports or exports shall be for the use of Treasury of the United States, and all such laws shall be subject to revision and control of the Congress. No state shall, without consent of Congress, lay any duty or tonnage, keep troops or ships or war in time of peace, enter into any agreement or compact with another state or with foreign powers, or engage in war unless actually invaded or such imminent danger as will not admit of delay. So that's basically talking about they can't go into war with the states. Yeah, this is interesting, but you have to learn it. So I don't know, you guys tell me what you think in the comments below. because there's some things that I'm not understanding. Hold on. This is what I'm going to do. What does... So Article 1, Section 10 is basically stating that it limits the powers of the states. It's basically stating that we can't enter into any treaty or foreign nation. Only that power is given to the president. So that's basically what that means. Anywho, this is really interesting. I cannot believe that I'm actually reading this, but I need to understand the way the government works. And I think that you all that don't understand, you all can learn with me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this segment, part 1 and 2. We're going to get into part 3 tomorrow, and we're going to go to Article 2, Section 1. Thank you guys for choosing the Cora B Show. It's the Cora B Show because we're going to learn here. We're going to talk about things. We might cry. We're going to talk about the presidents. We're going to talk about the vice presidents. We're going to talk about everything on this channel. One of the things that we're talking about right now is government. I'll see you all later. Make sure you watch this video I hope you enjoyed this video to the end. Goodbye.